Hey moms, hope y'all are having a great day. So the other day I told you guys that I was really struggling with not just getting my kids to wake up, but getting my kids to listen to me when it's time to go to school and like getting ready. And I feel like I keep going back to them and I say, okay, brush your teeth. Okay, put your socks on. Okay, put your shirt on. And okay, eat your breakfast or whatever. And it's nonstop me telling them the next thing to come on the list and the next thing to do to get ready. And they sometimes aren't listening. They act distracted. They act like they can't hear me. They act like they're too cold, whatever it is. And I get frustrated. And every morning kind of ends up with me just being frustrated, sometimes even yelling, them being upset that the morning didn't go well without taking any of the responsibility that it's their fault. Because I stayed up late the night before and got everything ready, lunches and outfits and everything prepared the night before, and whatever, it still goes poorly. And so I gave them this talk about meeting me halfway and all these things. Well, I also asked you guys for help and y'all came through major. Y'all have tons of ideas. And that's the cool thing about being a part of a mom gang is there's a bunch of different ways to do it and you can try them all until something works for your child. So here they are. The first thing is an alarm clock. There is something about your mom waking you up versus an alarm clock waking you up. If an alarm clock wakes you up, you don't feel that anger directed at your mom for being the one to like pull you out of bed. It kind of feels like more of your choice. When your mom shows up in your room and says, get out of bed, your brain says, no thanks. So try an alarm clock. Second thing, have a wake up time and a time to acclimate, and then have a time for getting ready. So maybe you say, okay, when you first wake up, you have 10 minutes to kind of wake up, acclimate, get mentally ready for the day, and then you start getting ready. The other thing is you could have a competition. This would not work for my kids, but I know that it would probably work for my niece and nephew, so it may work for your children. Have a competition. First one to get ready gets a prize. I don't know, sits in the middle seat or whatever. I don't know, whatever it is. Put them to bed earlier. So I kind of, the mom who said this, I said, how do you do that? And she said, well, we told our doctor about how he was having trouble going to sleep and he recommended melatonin. So melatonin is something you can give right before bed and it helps your child go to sleep. And if you give it to them on occasion, it can help them get into a better sleep pattern. So if your child has trouble going to sleep early, but you think them going to sleep early would help them in the mornings, you could try melatonin, but I'd probably talk to your doctor about it first, just because I'm not a doctor. And okay, the other thing you could do is have a countdown. So think to yourself, like, how long should it take them to be able to get ready? And then add 10 minutes and then start the countdown. So I said, I don't think for what my kids have to do, it shouldn't take them more than 25 minutes. So let's set the timer at 35 minutes and do a countdown. So that was just an idea that someone said and I thought might actually work for my kids. My kids don't like the pressure of a countdown, but it actually works. So I don't know. The other thing is some mom said, threaten to leave them at home. She said one time she got in the car and she pulled out of the driveway and they were never late again after that. It really affected her child. They wanted to be on time and not get left. So, another great idea, and this appeals to me, but also I can understand how this would not appeal to a lot of moms, but have a schedule typed out of what comes next and let your child look at it, read it, look at the pictures, whatever it is, no matter their age, and see what comes next so that you don't have to be the bearer of bad news when they forgot to brush their teeth or they forgot to put on their shoes or whatever. They can look and see, oh yeah, I forgot my shoes. Okay, what was the other thing? Oh, take the TV away. Screen time, my kids love screen time. So if you say, hey, if you don't get ready for school on time and you don't get out the door, we're going to take the TV away and you're not going to get to watch it this afternoon or this weekend or whatever you want to do. You could call this grounding them from the TV if you want to, but yeah, you just say no TV. If you can't put your clothes on, if you can't eat your breakfast and whatever, if you're going to complain about everything that I'm asking you to do all morning, then no TV. Okay, the last thing is, and I think this is super positive, it's probably one of my favorite suggestions that all you moms came up with, but play music. There is something about music that gets your body going, gets you rolling, and I love it. So I think, why didn't I think of that? Why didn't I think about turning music on for my kids as they get ready? It just I think it would bring everybody in the house some joy. So I'm going to try some of these things. I'll let you know how it goes. And if you are like me and you're having trouble with your kids getting to school on time, getting up and having a happy, joyful morning, maybe you want to try some of these things. Also, if you have more ideas, moms out there listening, put them in the comments. We need this stuff. These little nuggets, they're like gold. We're all just trying to figure this out and what works for our family. So let us know if you have good ideas. All right, moms. Bombs? You're not bombs. Bye, moms.